वेलकम बैक टू द सेशन। आज मेरे साथ हैं SIBM पुणे के स्टूडेंट्स एंड ये टॉपर्स भी हैं। मैं इनको पहले मिल भी चुका हूं, आप लोगों ने भी इनको देखा होगा। एंड वीडियो वाली दीदी इज बैक अगेन इन दिस सेशन. So this session is predominantly to help you all with respect to SNAP examination because SNAP is 15 days round the corner, which is the first attempt. And I think अगर मैं third attempt की बात करूं, which is 21st December, we still have good amount of time, like round about 25-28 days we have. And they, all of them are themselves 99 percentilers. They will be sharing some strategy with you, by the way. तो इनको सुनिएगा अच्छे से, and they have certain things for you also, है ना, जो आपको स्नैप एग्जाम की प्रिपरेशन में हेल्प करने वाला. So welcome on board Simran, Shreyasi and Sai, and we have a backend में Arjun also is from ART. So everybody welcome on board. My first question to you all, and I want to be quick in this session. पहली बार 15 दिन बचे हैं पहले अटेम्प्ट के लिए. Can you guys tell us, is it possible to crack SIBM Pune or 99 percentile or SNAP examination in the upcoming 15 odd days?
Hello, sir, and hello, everyone. Let me begin this session by answering this question that is a very common question that all of us get, because right after this one CAT has ended and people are now gearing up for SNAP, right? So I would say that yes, it is very much possible to crack SIBM Pune, but provided that you are very serious with your preparation right from now. So SNAP is a student friendly exam, as we keep on saying. So you do not just need to worry about the first attempt that is coming. You still have 2 more attempts, that is on 15th and 21st. So if you look at it in that way, you have almost a month, right? But do not think that you have a lot of time, because you have to start away right from now, go through all the topics. There are many new topics that come in SNAP, which is not common for the other entrance exams. So start with full force, give mocks, practice different questions regularly. And if you're serious about your preparation and you keep at it, then I would say that yes, it is definitely possible for you to come into SIBM Pune.
Okay, fantastic. Just a follow up question on that. Slot one genuinely बहुत easy होता है क्या बच्चों के लिए, मतलब पहला वाला attempt of SNAP examination? What's your take on this?
No, sir, I don't think that is the case.
Okay.
It is surely a misconception. All the 3 attempts that are there, they are all of the same level. And the level may vary, but there's no such fact that the first attempt is going to be
Okay.
the easiest. At least that was not the case I faced.
Okay.
So, yes.
And you guys got your 99 in which attempt? First, second, or third? Lochan and Simran, if you want to answer that. And of course, Shreyasi.
So mine was in the, owing to unpopular opinion, mine was in the first attempt, but I scored on the similar lines in the second attempt as well. So it depends on perception, just like Shreyashi said. It is not a fixed criteria that the first attempt is very easy.
So as for mine, I think my answer would be something like aligned to the question you asked firstly at the beginning. So my highest attempt was in the third one. So just to let you all know that it's not like nothing, the first, second, or third, that really doesn't matter. So just give your best in all 3, to be very honest.
Perfect.
Yes, and I think I would also like to add that it more about the question, more than the question paper. It also is about your mentality on that day. If you're giving all 3 attempts, there might be the case that on one day you're just not feeling it, or something has went wrong that is not really in your control. So it's always best to give all 3 attempts, because you never know which one is going to be your best one. For me, it was my second one that got me into SIBM Pune.
Perfect. So guys, now let's move ahead with the sectional strategy, or let's say overall strategy. If you can, rather before we move ahead with the strategy, would love to understand कितने mocks लगाने चाहिए अगले 15 दिन में, so that एक 99 percentile के लिए people should get ready. मतलब at least they should have an idea कि okay, मैंने इतने mocks लगाए हैं, अभी मुझे थोड़ी question की familiarity है, because I think मुझे लगता है कि there are people, they only prepare for SNAP, no doubt about that, but there is a big chunk of students जो CAT के बाद SNAP के लिए आते हैं ना, तो क्या होता है, they are not able to wipe it out, whatever has happened with them, in cat, and they give so many marks during cat. तो वो snap में थोड़ी adjust होना थोड़ा सा difficult हो जाता है. So any ballpark number from your side, marks का?
Well, sir, I would like to take up that question. Well, it is perfectly normal to feel a backlash after CAT exam, just like you said. But, sir, my focus was immediately on Snap because I knew that that was my target next. I gave around 10 to 15 mocks. I gave one mock per day and did a proper analysis per day. So
Oh, nice.
there's also one thing that you learn from each mock. That is how mocks help me. There are some areas in Snap exam that are different from CAT, but with each mock exam, I learned a lot from each mock exam, and that helped me to crack Snap. That is what I would say.
Okay. Anybody else want to contribute?
Yeah,
So
I So, I mean, as for the mocks, honestly, even I'll say, like, I don't think there should be a ballpark number because, like, everyone's strategy is different. So, some already have an experience in some other exam. So, I think just utilize the last 15 or 20 days to your best, like, not just for the first attempt to the till the last attempt. And, like, as Lochan said, like, practice and, like, focus more on the sections that are not present in any other exam. Snap does have some, like, specific sections that they bring onto paper. So I think focus on those and you all will be good to go, trust me.
Perfect. Couple of questions from my side. Next would be, because अभी मैं कुछ comments पढ़ रहा था बच्चों के, तो वो मुझे बस click in हुआ. How one should come out of cat का zone, कि यार cat अच्छा गया या average गया या और better कर सकता था मैं, वो zone से बच्चे कैसे निकले? You guys are now management students, you must have learned so many theories and you must have gone through similar kind of experiences. Can you guide them कि यार अभी आप कैसे बाहर निकल सकते हो और snap पे focus कर सकते हो? Because मुझे लगता है कि वही challenge अभी बहुत सारे बच्चों को आ रहा होगा, because yesterday was the DED for them for cat. Please.
so I would like to share a personal experience here. So what happened with me last year was right after CAT, when I was preparing for Snap, I was giving mocks and going through videos online to understand the different topics that are new. I came across this video that our director, Sir Dr. Srirang Galtekar, had taken, and in that video he had said this one line which motivated me so much. So he had said that CAT is an exam which tests students for their weaknesses, but Snap is an exam which would test you for your strengths. So I
That is
think that was one big turning point for me, and it really kind of motivated me so much. And I gave my 100%, 200% into the exam, and yeah, that really helped me. So I hope this helps few of the students who are watching us today and motivates them.
nice. Anything from your side, Lochan? Or Sai, I would say.
Uh,
Sai.
you can call me Lochin, sir. Well, sir, yes, I would completely agree that after CAT, students have a backlash. There's this deep disappointment that how was my paper? How did others write? I don't know how would I fetch marks. But I would say, sir, I say I took a couple of days, 1 2 days. I just rested for a couple of days. I went on a vacation to my grandparents' house. I took days off, and
Nice.
I readjusted my brain that I have more focus areas to work. I have Snap. I have other MBA exams lined up, and I just focused. I backtracked myself. So taking that 2 days off really helped me, sir.
Hmm. Okay. Simran, you want to add anything in this?
Yeah, sure. So, as for me, to be very honest, I was completely disappointed, just like a lot of you, all the viewers out there would be right now. And to be very honest, I think for me, the strategy has been like always the same. It's not just for this particular exam. I do feel disappointed, and it's okay to feel disappointed, to be very honest. Like you have put in a lot of efforts and it's not reflected, maybe due to any reason, like the D-Day issues or anything. That's completely fine. But I think what's important is like you have to bounce back quickly and like this time probably more strongly. So I think in that case, I just took like I think half a day probably. I remember like on that particular day last year, Cat, I gave the first mock of Snap. So I think it will motivate you also. And like, you just see, you don't right now, you don't have a lot of time to like wail about a thing or be disappointed. So just buckle up, guys. I mean, if I am here right now, you all can be here next year, to be very honest. So like, that's what I would like to say to all the viewers.
Perfect. I'll just add a couple of things here, like from a perspective of an MBA. So whenever we join an MBA, sort of a B school, right? हमारा ना एक dream profile होता है कि यार ये dream company है, dream profile है, वगैरह वगैरह वगैरह. And then there are certain B schools, they can definitely allow you to sit for multiple companies and multiple profiles and yada yada yada. So I would say कि इसको इस तरीके से देखो कि यार मुझे ना 3-4 ऑप्शन चाहिए, बट 3-4 में से ना मैं बेस्ट ऑफ द बेस्ट ले लूंगा. मतलब अगर मान लो तुमको लेट्स से अगर आईबी में जाना है, तुमको पता चलता है कि नहीं यार प्राइवेट इक्विटी भी काफी सही है, उधर भी करोड़ का पैकेज मिलता है, आईबी में भी मिलता है. लाइक वाइज यू गॉट कैट, यू गॉट स्नैप. So you've got a couple of colleges, they are very good from CAT, and you've got a couple of colleges, they are fantastic, from Snap, which is SIBM Pune itself, right? So मैं कहूंगा कि you now move on. CAT हो गया, Snap का ड्रीम करो, Snap में SIBM पुणे का ड्रीम करो, या फिर you can also go ahead with SMHRD, for a student's perspective I'm saying, and then choose the best, because the same thing बहुत सारे बच्चों ने करी थी. एंड आई एम वेरी श्योर जो बच्चों को मैंने इंटरव्यू करा था एसआईबीएम पुणे के कैंपस पे, दे वर लाइक सर डेफिनेटली वी वांटेड टू गेट इनटू एबीसी केएलआई, बट हमने स्नैप का भी ऑप्शन रखा. एंड माइंड यू, दिस आर नॉट एवरेज जनता, बाय द वे. there is a video that is coming tomorrow. So this guy scores 99 percentile in CAT 2023. It's not a joke, yaar. 99 percentile. He's from fashion technology background, gets a call from one of the Holy Trinity, could not convert, straight away gets into SIBM Pune and has no regrets, right? So आप ये बोल सकते हो कि मेरा एक बैकअप प्लान है या फिर मेरा एक बेस्ट प्लान है. सो कैट से बेस्ट मिलेगा, जैट से बेस्ट मिलेगा, स्नैप से बेस्ट मिलेगा, वो जो बेस्ट होगा वही मैं करूंगा. आई थिंक दैट्स द वे यू कैन ट्रेन योर ब्रेन्स नाउ. एंड आई थिंक एक्सेलआरआई जमशेदपुर की प्लेसमेंट में देख रहा था, समर इंटर्नशिप की कुछ 3.5 लाख उनकी हाईएस्ट है. एसआईबीएम पुणे ने उनसे भी अच्छा खासा परफॉर्मेंस दिया है. सो कहीं ना कहीं ये मोटिवेशन बने रहेगा. माय लास्ट क्वेश्चन फॉर द डे एंड देन आई एम गोना टेक ऑफ. बहुत सारे बच्चे ना स्नैप के लिए मेहनत करते हैं गाइस, एंड बहुत सारे मॉक्स भी लगाते हैं, लॉजिकल रीजनिंग, क्वांट्स वगैरह सब कुछ करता है. यू ऑल आर 99 percentiles, you have cracked it. I would love to understand which are those couple of pointers or maybe personality attributes or aptitude attributes जो एक बच्चे को 99 क्रॉस करवाते हैं, जो आपने खुद फील करा होगा. कैन यू गिव देम couple of pointers please?
Sure, sir. First, I say that we understand what the SNAP exam is. SNAP exam is a speed-based exam. You have 60 questions and you have 60 minutes to answer. So while it's a student-friendly exam, I would say that sometimes students struggle in the speed part of it. So my strategy was to focus on highest accuracy in the least time possible. And before also I mentioned, that was possible because I gave 10 to 15 mocks before a SNAP exam, and that really helped. And I hope Simran and Shreyashi also agree that giving mocks is vital at this stage.
So adding on to Lochan's point, I think Snap's biggest USP is that it offers you 3 chances. So I think for me, like, see, when you go on the Snap day, anything can happen. So I had some strategies, and you have to change your strategy as per the conditions, right? Us din maybe you get DILR, you find DILR is like DI is difficult, you find quant is difficult, or verbal is difficult. So it varies from exam to exam. So there's not a specific pattern to that, but like anything, maybe your strengths, you didn't do good on that day or something. So I revised my strategy on all 3 days, and that's why towards the end I was able to achieve it. So I think everyone should capitalize on the fact that Snap gives you 3 chances. So that's what I would recommend you all to do as well.
Okay.
Adding on to what Simran and Lochan have already mentioned, yes, definitely, I would say right now, giving mocks is of utmost importance, because if you think from the perspective of students who have just appeared for CAT, Snap is vastly different from it. Right, it's a 60-minute, 60-question exam. You have to have a completely different mindset when you're approaching Snap. Firstly, for what I did was, in these few days I made sure that I go through the previous year questions and sort of understand what is the level of questions, what are the new topics that I may not have practiced during cat, and now I have to gear up on that. And I gave regular mocks. I made sure that I build up on my speed. Speed is something that is not as much required in cat as it is in snap. So yes, giving mocks and going thorough with all the new topics that are there for snap. So these two, if you do religiously, then you're sure to perform well.
All right, perfect. Okay, guys. So now I'm gonna take off, and I want you to kind of sync with my audience here and answer their questions and help them for snap preparation. Over to you.
Hello everyone. My name is Gedem Sailochen, if you have missed it. And I am in SIBM Pune pursuing human resource specialization. Previously, I worked as a build engineer in one of the top IT firms in India. I have a work experience of over 30 months, I'm from a mechanical engineering background. So with this, you can call myself a general engineer male, but I made it into SIBM Pune. I would like to call upon stage Shreyashi and Simran to introduce themselves as well.
Hello, everyone. My name is Shreyashi Nandi. I was born and raised in Kolkata, but I've been living in Mumbai for the past 7 years. I have done my undergraduation in architecture from Sir J. J. College of Architecture, after which I have worked for 1 year as an architect in Mumbai. And currently, I'm pursuing MBA in marketing at SIBM Pune. And yes, I think I stand out as the only architect in my batch. And in my free time, I enjoy playing basketball, watching web series, and also singing.
So, hello everyone. I'm Simran, and currently I'm pursuing MBA in Marketing at SIBM Pune. I hold a graduate degree in Information Technology from Cummins College here in Pune itself. After which, I spent 34 months as a data consultant at Lumen Technologies. And in my spare moments, you will usually find me glued to the latest television ad or analyzing any advertisement that crosses my screen. And when I'm not in the ad land, you might catch me like watching an F1 marathon, cheering up for speed and excitement.
All right. So we will start with the Q&A session. I'm sure all of you have a lot of queries, and we are here to answer all of them. I would also like to briefly mention that we have a big surprise right towards the end. We would launch our official flagship event of SIBM Pune, which is an offline event specifically tailored for MBA aspirants who are preparing for SNAP this year. So stay with us till the end. And yes, you are in for a big surprise. Okay, let us start taking questions now. Neil has asked, does Symbiosis consider profile-based call or only Snap score call? So Neil, to get into SIBM Pune, you need to perform very well in Snap because SIBM Pune is the flagship institute of SIU, and also apart from performing well in Snap, you also need to do well in the GEPI process. So it's a combination of both these rounds that is going to help you get into SIBM Pune.
So I'll pick the next question. Sanjana is asking, should we give snap mocks from now on, even though the syllabus is not completed? So Sanjana, what I would recommend you is that definitely go on with the snap mocks. The earlier you do, the better. So English is on like any section, like you can, while even going through the mocks, you can go and do a quick revision. Even if you appeared for any other exam or not, that really doesn't matter. Go ahead with the mocks. You'll get like, because it's a time based, right? Time based exams. So at least you'll get that habit of sitting throughout the test, like how you need to sit, how you need to attempt. That's really important, like how you should attempt the questions. So I would definitely recommend you that go ahead with the mocks as early as you can. So another question we have from Aditi, how to improve my score in English section. So Aditi, to be very honest, what I would recommend you, see English, you have, it accounts for 15 marks, right? So I think the best strategy here would be just go ahead with the, if you don't have any experience in any other exam, it's the first time you're going for snap. If that's the case, I would recommend you that go ahead and like go through the mocks or like the previous year questions, whatever is it might, everything might not be available, but whatever is available on online, go through those questions, and then from there you can backtrack the sections that come. So if you see the snaps every year, how the format comes, a lot of topics are repeated. You'll not find a lot of like variancy in new topics or something. So go through the previous year's questions and go backtrack the topics from there, if you have that kind of, if you don't have a lot of time to go through the section right now.
Swaraj Kaushal has asked, since I have already prepared for CAT, what more topics do I have to cover? So Swaraj, like Simran was just mentioning, I would strongly recommend that you go through the previous year's question papers for SNAP. You'll get a fair idea about the new topics that are new for SNAP and which are not generally in other entrance exams. So to name a few, it would be for the logical reasoning section, there are syllogisms, blood relations, critical reasoning. So there are you once you go through the question papers, you'll get a fair idea about the topics that you need to cover, and I think you can prepare accordingly. Since you've already prepared for CAT, you are already you're already done a fair bit of the preparation, and just cover up on the new topics.
So we have another question from Prateek. I have just started preparing for SNAP. Can I score 99 by 21st December? You can very well. To be very honest, like don't be disheartened by any of your scores. If you started your preparation right now, Prateek, just see right now. Don't even think about 99 percentile. Think about how you can maximize your like strategy, how you can maximize your time during the remaining days. You have 25 or 28 days you have remaining. So focus on that and give mocks. I would suggest give daily mocks, and like if you can give like 2 mocks in a day as per your capacity, I would say just give them. So focus on that. Don't think about the percentile right now. It's very subjective. So go ahead with like you can very well prepare. So yeah.
There's a question from Manan. He's asking for quant strategy. Manan, owing to unpopular opinion, I'm an engineer, but I was a little slow in quants. But I had a fixed strategy that I followed. The first thing is get your basics right. So there are topics from algebra, geometry, arithmetic. You get your basics right. And what I did was I used to dedicate at least 1 to 2 hours for practice questions. Daily practicing and revising the formulas also helps. And the third thing is, as I said earlier, give mocks. There are new types of questions that come from mocks. So if you follow these three things, and there's the cherry on the cake, and the last thing is consistency. I think that being consistent with your quants preparation will help you retain more information about the formulas or the approach to a problem, and I think you'll be able to do it. If I did it, I think you'll be able to do it.
Someone has asked us about the cutoffs for SC/ST. So yes, this is something that we keep on getting asked, but I would say that the cutoffs is something, it's a very dynamic thing. It changes every year. But you need to keep in mind that SIBM Pune is the flagship institute of SIU. So you'll have to aim for the best score, because the best of the best will get into SIBM Pune.
So for the next question, Prem is asking, my scores in mocks are fluctuating. Sometimes I score 30 plus, sometimes below 20. What do I do? So Prem, I think this is where like you should go back and analyze your mocks. The reason might be that there are some topics that you probably haven't gone through enough to be able to solve the questions regarding that. So analyze both the mocks very properly. Like I think this is where analyzing the mocks, that's one of the crucial part to, I think, any examination comes in. So analyze the mocks and analyze and like filter out those topics which are those. And I think you should go ahead and like try like maximizing the scores and going through those topics more better.
Shri is saying that he just took a mock and he scored 24. Well, Shri, I would say that I scored pretty low in my first mocks as well. It's a general thing that happens. I would say this: please don't give up hope. Please keep giving more mocks. And the thing to mention is analyze your mocks after you score 24. Just go to the solutions, solve the paper again, and you'll get to know. Just take time. Don't keep a time limit of 1 hour to solve the paper. Solve it if it takes 3 hours, 4 hours, whatever time it takes. Solve the paper, and you'll understand where you're lacking. Then you will understand your score keeps on building in the future mocks as well.
Ajay has asked if gap years matter for SIBM Pune. So Ajay, this is a misconception. Even if you have gap years, you need not worry because that is not a criteria. As long as you can justify why you had that gap year, what you have been doing during that time, it is not going to affect your admission for SIBM Pune. So right now, we would suggest that you focus solely on the SNAP exam, on your preparation, and do your best in it.
So Swaraj has a question: what would be a good number of mocks since I have my exam on 8th? So Swaraj, like irrespective of the fact whether this is your only attempt or you do have other two attempts, I think you should definitely right now buckle up and start giving a mock, at least a mock every day. And why I'm saying just one mock, maybe if you are not fetching good marks, you can analyze the mock in the remaining part of the day. Don't over stress, don't like overwork during this time. Be at your best on the D-Day. I think it's not just like, as one of my like friends mentioned earlier, it's not just about the exam, it's your mentality on that day as well. So like at least you should give a mock every day and you'll be good to go. So we have like Abhishek saying, how much did you guys score in your snap? Unfortunately, we cannot reveal the exact percentiles, but yeah, we all have scored like 99 plus in our snap.
Okay, Rachit has asked, is one attempt sufficient in Snap? So Rachit, while it is something that is a personal decision, of course, but we would strongly suggest that you give all three attempts, because in that way you are just increasing your chances, right? If you do some mistake or something goes wrong on that one attempt, you always have the next one where you can do and improve better. So I myself had given multiple attempts, and all of us did, I think. And yes, I think it's always the wiser option to increase your chances and give more attempts.
There's a question from Premson. He's saying that English is the main factor of my low score in marks. Well, that is because I feel that English is something that is different from what you have written in CAT. Here, I think there are some few focus points. I think you should focus on vocabulary, grammar, all these parts. I think it won't take much time if you start focusing on your English preparation seriously. I would suggest a book called What Power Made Easy by Norman Lewis, where you would cover lot of vocabulary and grammar parts of it. And I think you would be able to answer if you give mocks one by one as well.
All right, I think let us talk about the surprise that we were mentioning at the beginning. My dear aspirants, Coffee with SIBM is back with its 19th edition this year. So the aspirant relations team will be traveling to 12 cities. Last year we had gone to 5 cities, but we are going bigger this year. We are coming to 12 cities this year, and this is an online event designed for you aspirants who are preparing for SNAP. We will be traveling to cities. We will be providing valuable insights into the SNAP examination, the GEPI process, and not just that, but also talk about our experiences at SIBM Pune. So it's going to be a fun conversation over a cup of coffee and snacks. And yes, I think my fellow teammates will talk more about the event.
So to add on to what Shirley said, this event is completely free. It's an offline event, and as she mentioned, it's in 12 cities. So guys, I think every one of you should come. We have kept the locations really very like some like in the center of the cities and all. So you all should definitely like come. And I saw a lot of questions out there like in the YouTube section that strategy for GEPI, and that's where in the copy with SIBM, you will get like elaborative answer to all your queries. Anything regarding SIBM Pune, you will have it covered over there. And you can even connect with your peers over there. So do visit us. We'll share the registration form as well. You'll have the details of all the locations and all the venues that we have selected. You guys, and we would definitely like tell you all that do come and visit us. It will be really helpful for all of you.
There are a lot of aspirants in the chat box. If we could, if you can tell us who all are excited to come meet us, we can share the cities that we are coming to. So we are coming to Ahmedabad, Bangalore, Chandigarh, Delhi, Lucknow, Kolkata, Hyderabad, Nagpur, Jaipur, Noida, Pune, and Mumbai. So it is going to start from 27th of November and all the way till the 1st of December. And all of us are really excited to meet all of you because we were just in your position last year and we know how much this helps.
So, I mean, to make things easier, we do have a QR code on your screen. You can see it right now. Just scan it and you will land onto the registration page. And we all hope to see you all there. And you can also bring your friends along with you. So I mean, if you feel on the D-Day that it's really good or something, you can bring your friends along and let us know. We'll add you to the WhatsApp groups as well.
Strategies, tips, and tricks, and we would be sharing our personal anecdotes about our preparation journey and how we went about cracking Snap in elaborate detail. And that quiz will give you, you can say, a check on how your preparation is going on and will help you free of cost. And I hope to see you at your nearest location where we are conducting Coffee with SIBM. And it would be lovely to interacting with all fellow aspirants. You can look forward to networking opportunities where you will find amazing peers who are preparing for MBA exams as well, and Snap specifically, so that you can have an interaction and come to common ground on a lot of things.
Lastly, guys, I'm reiterating again, it's a completely free event with refreshments also covered, and you'll have exciting goodies as well out there. So do come and like interact with all of us. We all would love to connect with you too. So, I mean, we do have a like final slide here. You can connect with us on all our social media handles. So the scan barcodes are out there. Please do scan and like let us know. Like you can even visit like all three of our LinkedIn profile, or like connect with us on the LinkedIn. We will be there to sort your query, and we'll reply you at the earliest. So, yeah. Lastly, we are excited to meet you in at all the channels, not just in CWS. You like at all the platforms. We are excited to have you. Thank you, guys. Thank you for tuning in to the session.